Alright guys, I'm back. We had to switch gears here because the band conditions suck. I mean, just royally suck. So I had to switch and go to FT8 to actually be able to make some contacts on here. I mean, it's just band conditions on HF today as far as voice goes. Hey Jason, good to see you here, buddy. Uh, HF, as far as band conditions go, it really stinks. I mean, I was on there live, and it's just there's no use in trying to do anything on that today. It's not even a yeah. Bands have been bad, Jason. I don't know what's going on. It's really just sucks, and I'm trying to see why I'm not showing. So far, my live on here is not showing. Okay, here we go. So, hopefully you hear me on here. Okay, here we go. So, hopefully you hear me on here. Okay, here we go. So, hopefully you hear me on. Alright, well, anyway, we'll play around with FT8 for a little while. You can see it's kind of, FT8 is packed. And I'm assuming that because of the solar conditions, that's probably why this has happened. So, we're going to set the tuner on the infed. We're going to find us a clear spot over here on the waterfall and see if we can make some contacts on the FT8. Just jump in here and so I don't know if I may end up having to check my antennas too. And I noticed that when I kicked on the tuner over here, SWR is fluctuating real bad. Not too bad, but let's see. So I got a lot of fluctuation on my power. Seems like not on the actual SWR, but on the power. I bumped it up a little bit. I'm about putting out about 5 watts. About 5.6 watts. And we'll see what happens from here. And it's bad because I'm gonna have to put the FT8 set up over here on this side, since my friend Jason's acquired my FT8 57D, And hopefully we get him on the air soon. He's still waiting on his antenna to come. So I'm probably going to set my put my setup over here with the Zygu 106 on this side. I don't know if we'll get this one or not. N5 STQ. And so many people on here. So many people on here right now. You can see the waterfall is just packed. Unless I've got the... Not sure if I've got the... I've got the gain... The gain pushed up on my... I don't know if there's a gain adjustment on that waterfall or not. I'd have to see. There might be. Anyway. We'll see what happens with this. This is the first time we've done FT8 live. Usually I record the FT8 stuff and try it that way, but so far we're back and forth with this one, and there's no yeah, still just getting a grid square on that one. We may end up having to... We won't get a response here in a minute. We may have to just end this one and try another one. I don't know if it's just so much activity on 20 right now on FT8 that, or the bands are just so crappy. No, it's just still sending me as grid square. Oh man. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see how this works. Basically the way FT8 works, Jason, is it's pretty much an exchange. You're sending out a CQ. The other station is, answers your CQ, or you can actually click on a station calling CQ and answer them. Pretty much it sends your grid square. Then your signal is not really like you would do like in single sideband. It's more or less on decibels, is based on that. I'm just going to have to end this. Hold on. Let's cut that out. So basically it's done in decibels, so it's not really like 5.9 or nothing like that. I'm not too savvy on FT8 as far as like the inner workings of it, but basically what it is you give call sign grid square, the other station, or you give a report signal in decibels, then it goes back, Roger 70, or that you received it, and then the 73s are exchanged, and that's it. It's like bam bam bam, it's quick. It's kind of like, I don't know if anybody's ever used JT65. It's something similar to that. Now, one of the things I'd like to get involved with is JS8 call. JS8 call, and JS8 call, you I think it's more of like messaging back and forth, and kind of like PSK31. If I'm right, I'm like I said, don't take me for my word for it, 'cause I'm not familiar with that one either too much. But PSK31 was one, and you don't see much of it going on now. But PSK31 was one that you could actually do messaging back and forth, and actually type out messages that were sent over the air, and that was pretty cool. And I don't know what happened with PSK31. A lot of people got away from it, and you see a little bit of it here and there, but not much now. I think a lot of people are doing like Vera. Again, I haven't been dabbling a lot in digital, except for like FT8 here lately. I tried Whisper. We may swap and go over to Whisper and kind of demonstrate Whisper here in a minute. But I was a big operator on JT65 for a while. That's that 857D, Jason, that you've got of mine, that that you bought from me. That's the one I did a lot of JT65 on. May have to change bands. See what. Let's see what. We'll try 17 and see what happens there. It's really wasn't getting a whole lot of. 17 might be weak. I hear some weak signals on there. Very faint. Yeah, there's some stuff on there. So this goes out. This is might be a little better if I reset the timer. We'll give it a go on 17, see what happens. On HF, Jason, I don't really think there's any digital modes that are like APRS. I mean, there is packet. I don't know how much packet radio is done on HF. I know there was packet on HF back years ago. Now I don't know about packet now. I mean, I would think that Vera or something like that might be similar to packet, but I know there was packet on HF, but how prevalent that is now, I'm not familiar with it. I've not dabbled. I haven't dabbled in packet on HF before. The only experience I have with packet radio, which would be similar to APRS, would be on VHF, and that's been years ago that I've done that. So I mean, there's a number of different digital modes that you can do on HF. I know there's slow scan TV. There's radio teletype. Um, and you also have FT8, Whisper, uh, Vera, which I haven't really got my feet wet in that yet. So it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of and so far I don't see we're having any luck on 17 meters on FT8. And maybe a bust on 17. I may have to jump and go somewhere else. Even though I am seeing a number of different stations on here. They're very light. I'm barely hearing them on the radio. FL Digi is a digital program that can do a number of things. If you download it, and it's got, I know it's got radio teletype, Hellscriber, I believe. Don't take my word for it. I know it's got PSK31 on it. There's a number of different programs you can operate on FL Digi. Again, how much FL Digi is used, I don't know. I haven't. I've got it on this computer over here that I'm doing FT8 from, but I don't use FL Digi a lot. I did back when I did PSK31. I would use FL Digi for that. But FL Digi is a program for doing digital modes, and there's a number of different ones on there. And I can pull it up here in a minute. Let me, since we're not getting a lot on this. Show you. See if I got this. So I want to show you FL Digi, Jason. Just let me pull up. There's all the different things that FL Digi is able to do. You can see it on the left of the screen. That's your FL Digi. So I guess it depends on what kind of interface you have, what you want to be able to do with FL Digi. And there's a number of different digital modes you can operate using FL Digi. And I can kind of, let's see, hold on a second. I'm trying to move myself out of the way here a minute. There you go. And there's your FL Digi stuff. Some of it's probably just for receive. And like I said, you got a number of different things on there. I think PSK31 was supposed to be on there. That might be PSK right there. Anyway, that's FL Digi, and that's that program. That's the FL Digi screen. I'm gonna pull my FT8 back up. Let's see. Probably. I'm gonna go major malfunction here, guys. We'll have to. Oh, okay. Sometimes. Alright, we're back. I just had a little burp. It has an N3WER. Hey, glad you're here, Ham Radio Elmer. Yeah, I haven't checked that out. I'll have to look and see the newer version. I would have thought that it would give me a an update when I turn WSJTX when I clicked on the program. I guess it doesn't though. I guess it won't tell you there's an updated version when you click on it. I can't remember. I don't know if I don't believe I've updated it. I'll have to look and see. I'll have to look and see if I've updated it yet. I probably haven't. It's been a while. So I'll sure have to check that out. Oh, okay. Alright. I see that. I see that. Ham Radio Elmer. I'll have to. Like I said, I don't have mine, and that was the other thing I meant to do while I was over here. Let's see. Kick. Now we're in Grid Tracker. There we go. So I went ahead and I plugged my Grid Tracker in, and go from there. So I'm gonna hit call CQ again. Try this out. Sometimes this little tuner gives me fits. So it kind of acts up, and I have to keep an eye on it. Something's definitely. Going on here. Like I said, this little tuner is giving me fits. It hasn't been doing this. I may end up having to go and yeah, I know. I would Ham Radio Elmer. I wouldn't be on FT8 today if the bands weren't so bad. Usually that's not my go-to. Would be to jump on FT8 all the time, but I need to sharpen up my CW skills. They're not that great, and I need to practice CW some more and then start doing that. I've got the program on my phone to practice and everything, and I've got a CW practice. Trying to think. I guess I've still got that CW practice plug-in. I've got one that'll actually plug in the PC, and then you plug your key into it, and I can practice with it on my PC. I haven't done that yet, but I did have a little device that you could plug into and practice with a straight key. So it I just need to sit down and do that. There's a lot of things that I haven't been able to do. I need to do some study on the extra exam, which I haven't done that. So let me move this. Just have to bear with me, guys. I'm doing this on the fly. Move my camera back over here. Okay, now we're back out of the way. So you can see the exchange. I know Jason's not familiar with. Yeah, I actually have a CW. I've got a Prepcom CW rig which does 20, 40, and 80, and you can actually use the keyboard. Uh, uh, so let me get over here. See what happens. So, if you see me jumping back and forth, Ham Radio Elmer says learn Morse code from a memory champ in 15 minutes on YouTube. Okay, we'll have to try that out. I may have to move because looks like there's two DX stations right there, right close by. So I may have to. I don't know. I'm running such low power. I'm only pumping out about 5.5 and a half, 5.6 watts output. Let's see. I'll show you guys something else here if I can find it. Let me see. I don't want to do that. Let's block that out. I'll remove that one. Okay. Let me see if I can find. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the if I can find the right source on here. Let's see. You guys will just have to hang with me on this. I'm trying to find the right source. I don't know why this is not coming up. No, that's the other one. I'll have to get rid of it. Alright. I have a screen that I can put up here, and I've got to find it. that I can show you the. Let me find it. I'll find it here in a second. I have so many game capture cards. There we go. That's the one. I'm going to bring it over here and shrink her down. I'm going to place it right there. That way you guys can see. I'm going to go over here. And let's see what we can do with this. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put it on... let's see. Now I've got a brain fart. This is bad. Okay, I remember now. Sometimes these things slip my mind. I can't, and I'll have to. Let's see here. It's just go 20. Go to this is PSK Reporter. Like I said, Jason's not familiar with this, so this is why I'm doing this. This is PSK Reporter, and it shows where your signal's being heard. So let me bounce this off here. Looks like, I don't know if this is going to work out or not, but guess we'll just have to clear this one out. I'm just bouncing back and forth. Like I said, I'm over here in a different part of the station, and I'm having to flip back and forth. It's just not. Kind of having to jump back and forth between one spot and another while I'm doing this, so sorry guys for the back and forth, but you can kind of see on the screen about all the stuff, and it's crazy. Like I said, and I wanted to show just wanted to show Jason, since he's, like I said, he's not familiar with these digital modes. A lot of people don't do FT8. They don't like it. I do it. A lot of times when the bands really suck, I'll get on here and do FT8 just to have something to do on ham radio. We'll play around with this for a little while longer, and then I'll pop over to Whisper. And I'm probably, I guess I'm going to have to do some antenna inspections coming up, because we had a lot of storms come through the last few nights. And I'll have to go up here and I'll have to check antennas out. As a matter of fact, I was going to put me and Don and Joe have been talking about Meshtastic And I've got some Meshtastic nodes that I've been playing around with, and I've got one that I'm gonna make a solar node with, but now got my got everything to put it together with, and the connector on my solar panel for my solar node is the wrong connector, so I had to have an adapter to change that out. But and then now I'll be putting it up on top of the hill with the other stuff, the other antennas, and that'll go up there hopefully this week coming up, and then I can inspect the other antennas up there and see what they look like, since we've had so much rain and all this stuff that's been going on here lately. We had thunderstorms roll through last night, and that was rough, and I suspect there may be some today, but I hope not. Like I said, I can expand, let me, I can kind of expand that out where you can see. Where are my signals? We may have to over here. And change that a little bit so it'll update. But there is my FT8 signal on PSK reporter. Voice digital modes, Jason, I don't know. Some of the other guys in the chat might be able to answer that question. I'm not sure about voice digital modes on HF. At least I haven't heard of anything like that. But anybody in the chat that's got an answer for Jason on that, you're more than welcome to answer him and find out and see about that. So, well, we've called CQ on there, told them blue in the face. So what we'll do is we'll switch gears, and I'll show you guys Whisper, the ones that people are familiar with it. That's Whisper. Probably. So should be some call signs coming up here in a minute on the Whisper screen. Maybe not. Yes. Yeah. You can see them, they're there. There are some signals on Whisper right now. You can see them. Have to see what pops up. Sometimes it takes a minute. But that is Whisper right there. And I'll change, I don't know if my PSK reporter, I think it will go to, yeah, Whisper. And there's your Whisper screen on PSK reporter. So far, nothing's really coming up on Whisper on 20. Even though I'm seeing the signals on the waterfall. Try 40. have better luck on the 40 with it. So the other day when I was on Whisper, I was getting a number of different call signs on Whisper. Now it's coming up. Now you can see it. So that's your Whisper, and we're going to go and put it on 40. So that's your Whisper screen on 40. And we'll go ahead and set this up, and I'll transmit on Whisper on 40. It gets ready. Hopefully I'll have all this stuff moved over to the other side of the station by next weekend, because it's a pain jumping back and forth. Hey Chris, nice to see you here. KC3, sorry about I can't hardly see these screens. KC3 PIB. Hey Chris, appreciate you being here. Yeah, 20s on voice is non-existent hardly. I had the FTDX10 on and for a few minutes, and it was like 6 signals on there, little to none, and it's just pitiful. 10 non-existent. 10 meters had nothing. 15 meters nothing. 17 meters had maybe one guy on there, one station calling, and beyond that it's like a train wreck. The bands are so horrible today. Hopefully by tomorrow they'll be improved, but who knows? It's bad. We're glad to have you here, Chris. We're playing with Whisper and FT8 right now. I hope so, Ham Radio, your passport to the world. I hope they are getting better, because this is probably, as far as doing my live stream every weekend, this is probably the worst weekend. FT8 poker, I'm not familiar with that. How does that work, Chris? I've heard of it, but I've never played FT8 poker before. So right now, wasn't doing much good with FT8 either. So I had a couple of contacts on FT8, I think, while we were sitting here, but some of them weren't going through. Okay, you can set up a game. I have to be more familiar with it. What's the old saying the old guys down here in the South said? You'll have to learn me. So, but this is pretty much Whisper on what I'm doing right now, and so far I don't know what the deal is with the transmit on here. I guess it takes the timing on it's a little bit different than FT8. It's just random, or it maybe not be random anyway. But anyway, Whisper is something that I've got to do more reading up on. I have played with a little bit, and not a lot. Like I said, I've done a lot of FT8. I've done a lot of JT65. I mainly like to get on voice. and do voice. I've got there's a number of different things. Tomorrow, I made it a point tomorrow to pull this run of LMR 400 Flex out. This DX Engineering LMR 400 that I've got 250 feet of it that I had to take off the hill and cut the bad section out where the squirrels chewed it and put the end on it. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I made a point. I've got to get that done so I can get back on VHF. Yeah, for sure. That's one thing that I don't know right now. I've got Chris. I'll give you a little rundown of what my station has in it. I have a FTDX10 here in front of me that I've got a RCS 4-way switch hooked to it. It has a 133 foot in-fed antenna on one, a delta loop on two that works on like 20, a 10-meter dipole on the third part of the switch, and a modified G5RV on the fourth part of the switch. And I've actually got one switch box over here for for this setup over here, and a separate RCS4, just a switch box over there, so I can switch over there if I'm over sitting on that side, which I plan on trying to move most of that stuff over here, just the G106, and have all that stuff right here, right in front of me. But that's the setup as far as antennas go. I've got a BTV 4 vertical out there for HF that I need to move up on this hill up here and get it out of the lower part of my yard. I just haven't had a chance to work that out yet. So it's been a number of different things going on. I've got an older it's a Yaesu FT 290 MK2 sitting in front of me for 2-meter upper sideband. And as soon as I get this run of LMR 400 back up to the top of the hill, I'll be able to hook my beam and my vertical, dual band vertical, back up for that. So that's another, like I said, that hopefully I'll have at least have the ends soldered on tomorrow, and I'll be able to be ready to put that back up top. So that's the station rundown for here. Since Chris has hopped on board, and just kind of let him know what we got going on in the K4MTW shack. And again, we'll be working. I've got 4 Mesh-tastic nodes, Heltec V3s that I'm working on. That one of them's supposed to be a solar node, and I've got to get it set up. So that is going to be next. One of the next. I have so many projects here. I've got like I said, I've got the prep com sitting over here, and I've got to get another portable HF vertical for it, because it only puts out about 1.5 watts, 2 watts on transmit for CW, and by the time it runs through that LMR 400, it gets up to the top of the hill into the antennas. I think that 1.5 watts is probably little to nothing. So the prep com's going to have a multi-band vertical that I'm going to have to get to put it on and use it portable, more or less. Let's see, France on 14273. It's 5.7. Okay. So ham radio passport to the world says France is on 14,273 on there. So we may, let's do this, guys. Since seems like we may have some stuff going on 20. And I'll pop over here. We'll have to get rid of that and cut that out. So hang on. Sometimes I forget which scenes I have set up, and I have to, and this XSplit program wants to be kind of, nope. Back to that one. Alright. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to switch gears since ham radio passport to the world. Yeah, ham radio with into into FET. Yeah, I know, man. I know the bands, they really do suck. They're horrible. I know Ham Radio Passport to the World said that there's some activity going on. There's some DX on there. France was on 14,273. Into FET, did you go to the Mobile Ham Fest today? I heard you were going. I didn't know if you had went or not. I used to go when I lived down in Mobile, and I haven't been in years. So was it how was it? Was it pretty big this year? Because I can't remember what year I went down there last, but yeah, Mobile Ham Fest was one of my go-tos that I went to a number of times. Okay, good to hear. Yeah, me and KJ4. Oh, it wasn't big. Okay. It was still a good ham fest. There's a lot of good guys down there. KJ4, TVX, Terry. I used to talk to them a lot. K4MR. Trying to Hodge and Mike down there. There's some other ones. Used to go to Bud's Tailgater over in Satsuma. Like I said, I haven't been down there in years, and I've got to get back down there. W4FRG, Frog. Oh, you tried to win the Yaesu FT710 there. Okay, cool. I enter those when I go, and I never had any luck. Oh yeah, it is hard. There's so many people that put their name in the hat for those drawings. It's hard to get one. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to, let's see. I think we may jump back over to FT8 for a little bit. I'm on 40 meters on FT8 now. Got the transfer power down just a little bit. See if we can find a spot. It's like we might have some luck over here. We'll go. We'll try a 40 meter FT8 for a minute and see how that goes. Get over here and change my, let's see, go back from Whisper back to FT8. Now, and we'll see. I'm calling CQ on FT8 on 40. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, Yeah, I'm close to Huntsville into FET. I'm just south of Huntsville, about a little less than an hour away, about 45 minutes from Huntsville. Uh, uh, but yeah, I live just south. I used to be I'm a Gulf Coast guy. It's strange being up in this part of Alabama because I'm so used to living. I lived for 10 years on the Gulf Coast into FET. I think you're anyway. But I used to live on the Gulf Coast, uh, and I've been to Pensacola. I've lived in Robertsdale, Alabama. I used to we used to go down to the Gulf Shores, and the Gulf State Park, I think, is near Pensacola. Used to go down there, go surf fish. Uh, yeah, that's my old haunt. 10 years down there, and that was my place. I miss the only thing I don't miss down there is the hurricanes. That's the biggest thing that got me, and the YL was being down there with hurricanes. Uh, Me and KK4SPO, we enjoy the Gulf Coast, but we just hate the hurricane season, and that's what kind of pushed us out of there uh, from being down there for many more years. But yeah, into FET. I'm familiar with Pensacola. I've been there many times. I actually had some relatives that live out at uh, Gulf Breeze. I don't know if they're still there or not, but they lived out at Gulf Breeze, and like I said, I've been down there many, many times. And I don't know what my power output is on this. I'll have to, let's see, I'm on 40. Being heard. You can see my signals being heard. Oh, you bought a N2 FET says he bought a MFJ Morse keyboard keyer. All right, cool. All right. Well, let us know when you start to use it. Come back on the live stream one day and let us know how it works. Or matter of fact, if you do a video of it, we'll be interested in seeing how it works. That would be for free. That's even better. That is even better, my man. I know that's right. Um, for sure, yeah. Do a video on it. Would like to see how that works. I've been interested in those. I just haven't had a chance to check one out yet. I have the I have the Prepcom MMX, which is actually a it's a transceiver that does 20, 40, and 80. And it has the Morse keyboard. It's specifically a Morse keyboard transceiver. I mean, you can hook a key to it. You can actually hook a set of paddles or a straight key to it, but it has the keyboard for typing CW. I've used it a little bit, but I think that the main problem I have with it is my coax runs so long, and the power is so this. It has like 1.5 or 2.0 watts of output, so it don't with that long coax run. I don't think I'm getting much out of it, but I plan on trying it out with a portable antenna. I was hoping to use it during field day this year, so I have to get my hands on a. I'll have to get my hands on or make one up, a wire antenna that I can deploy for the Prepcom MMX and do keyboard CW. Oh, that's fine. The N2 FET, that's fine. We're just sitting here doing FT8, and we may be on here a little while longer. I usually run my live streams about. Sometimes I'll run them about an hour. Maybe I may go over a little bit today since things have been kind of horrible on HF. But we'll see how things work out. We'll try 40 for a minute. So far, I'm not getting any answers. Let's see here. We'll keep trying 40 for a minute, and we'll go from there. And we'll see what happens. We may come back later and do another live. I may try to go back while I'm and shut down the FT8 stream here after a while and try HF voice again. But it's been we may go over there and check and see about those DX stations that Ham Radio Passport to the World's talking about, and see about those on 20 here in just a little while, and come back live and try the voice live stream again. So we got one KE4BFI. So we definitely got that one. I don't know if you guys can see it. I see it on my screen. I know you may not pick it up on the live stream, but I have for some reason, every once in a while I have some glitchiness on this other PC that I'm running my FT8 stream on. So we got that one. We're gonna go ahead. So you just worked Ham Radio Passport to the World. Just said he just worked France. So you worked that France station, the one you were talking about. Well, that's cool. That's with the bands being like they are. That's really good. I'm gonna, like I said, we'll probably switch gears here in a minute, and we'll try HF voice again. Hopefully we'll get something out of it. I'm using one of these little tuners that I bought off of eBay for this G106. Main reason I got it is because it's got a built-in battery in it, and I can, whenever I get ready to do portable with the G106, I can carry this tuner in the radio to do voice, or if I can brush up on my CW skills and get them back in shape, I can do CW on it. But that was one of the main reasons I have this rig. This G106 is for carrying on field day portable. Would like to try to do some POTA activations, but I just haven't had a chance. And like I said, we'll switch gears here in a minute. We'll see if we can make one more contact on FT8. And we'll try HF voice again. I'll have to redo everything. If we don't see anything here in a minute, we'll swap over. Still have that on. Yeah, I still got the power supply on. And Chris says, have had any call back on FT8. And yeah, I mean I've gotten 2 or 3 stations, which I'm not running very much power. I'm only running like 5 watts, but yeah, 20 seems like the band to be on FT8, but it is packed. I mean, it is packed to the gills right now, unless something happens on here. Yeah, I think we're going to give this up. We're going to give this up. And we're going to Alright guys, I am going to switch back to the FTDX10. This is something new. I've never done this line before. The FTDX10, see if we can get it going. See what happens. Alright. So I don't know what band I was on when I left the Okay, I'm back on 20. Let me put it on the screen. Let me see if I can find my... Just hang tight. Hopefully it'll pop up on the... There we go. Alright. And... we'll have to rearrange all this stuff.
I've been a few weeks this week here. Working with the state.
So you have to bear with me, guys. I'm trying to see if I can rearrange this screen over here. So there's something going on there. So we just have to downtime. The antenna that I'm using right now is 133 foot in fed, and I have a delta loop, a 10-meter dipole, and it's basically a modified G5 RV. It's I can't remember what they call it anyway. It's a Z something BKW. It's like a G5 RV, Performance is supposed to be a little bit better on it, but I got to take it down and I got to do some maintenance on it. But that's the antenna I'm actually on right now is the 133 foot end fed, but I have three others. Like I said, the Delta Loop, the 10 meter dipole, and that ZS6 BKW antenna, which is like a modified G5RV.
Southern part of the U.S. But 5 and 9 almost 10 dB over loud and clear here, Roger. Roger, Roger. I hope you're enjoying your vacation here.
So that's.
And good talking to you in 73. Okay, sure. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to work you further down below.
Oh, the
Papa in California from Victor Echo 7/ON7HJA. Bye bye.
The downtime, the end fed is it's a straight. It runs in a straight line, kind of. If I can kind of give you an idea how it is, it kind of runs like southwest to northeast. That 133 foot end fed in a straight line about 30, 35 or 40 feet up, but it's actually at the top of this ridge above the house, which is where the antennas are located at the top of this ridge on the side of this mountain that I live on in North Alabama. It's 250 feet from where I'm at here in the shack up to the top where the antennas are at. So it works really well. I can switch to the Delta Loop. That's the Delta Loop.
But originally we are from the northeast part of Belgium, very close to the German and Netherlands border. We are on vacation from almost 3 weeks. We just arrived yesterday, so we still have a few more days to go. But it's nice to be able to be on the air from.
Let's see, 14273.
Anyway, thanks for the contact.
Okay. All right, 14273. And I'm on the Delta Loop right now. And that's the end fed, so you can. So we'll have to see how this works out. So I don't know. I'll have to see. What my output power is, 90 watts. So I write everything down in my logbook. I'll give them a shot. Let's see. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. Okay. The noise, the static crashes are so bad.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Hotel Oscar India. Kilo Foxtrot 0 Charlie 1, Delta uniform, you're 59. 73, Tango Mike 160, uniform.
Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. He's got a pile up on him now. I'm going to bounce off frequency a minute and see if I can. Alright. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey.
Whiskey Alpha 7, Bravo Alpha Mike. Kilo 7, Bravo Alpha Mike, 58. 257, south of Seattle, Washington. Thanks. Tango Mike 160, India Tango uniform.
Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey.
India. Kilo Charlie 1, Lima Kilo.
Well,
Tango Mike 160, India Tango uniform.
it's going to be a hard one. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. We'll try him again here in a second. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. Just so much noise. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey.
Yeah. Kilo 50 on that upcoming, yeah, 59. 59, Minnesota, Mike November. Max Tango, Mike 160, India, Tango Uniform.
Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. Well, this is gonna suck. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. Sorry, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this guy. I don't think he's pulling me out of the noise or the pileup. It's Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. Kilo 4, Mike Tango Whiskey. Roger, Roger, you're 5757 in Alabama. Well, we did it. We got him. 22, 29, and 22, 30, 57. All right, so we did manage to get this one. Oh, I got him, Jason. No, I got him. I got him, buddy. I got him. I did. I got him, man. It was hard, but hey, that's the thing about, and Jason's seen me do it on here, and a lot of people have seen me do it on here, is being persistent, especially with a DX station like that, and they're real weak. If you got a real weak station, or you got a lot of bad conditions, the persistence pays off, and especially if it's a rare DX station. I'll stay on it. I'll wait, stay on it, see if things change. Maybe the band will come up. The band can come up, it can go down. 1 minute they might be real weak, the next minute all of a sudden things change, and you're right there and you've got it. With these contacts like this, you're real quick signal exchange and your location, and just not tying them up too long, so everybody gets a chance to work these DX stations, especially if it's like a DXpedition or something like that, where you got to be ready, hit them, and go on. It's just that's how it works, and that was cool. So we got this France station. Thanks, Ham Radio Passport to the World. I appreciate you spotting that and getting us on it. And cool, awesome. That was fun. So FT8 voice hasn't been a bust today. We did the first live stream. I came on and we checked it out, HF voice, and it wasn't that great. Things wasn't going all that well, so we swapped to FT8, made a few contacts on there, and we're back on HF voice again. So I appreciate all you guys being here. Hey, Jason, do me a favor. I didn't mention this to everybody, but if you would, if you can do it, or I'll do it, it don't matter. One of us will do it. We'll pop the Discord, the Radio Junkies Discord on there. I'll see if I'll do an invite. Last time I did an invite, a lot of people had a problem getting the invite to work, so we'll try it again. Let me go to the channel and copy a link, and then I'll come back to the chat. And then let me paste. This is the link to the Radio Junkie Discord. So that in the chat. So anybody wants to join the Radio Junkie Discord, if you haven't joined it, you're welcome to join the Discord, and we chit chat after the live stream some, and also during the week. Just anything that we want to chit chat about. Normally we limit it to ham radio and just things going on. No, we don't really discuss politics or anything like that on there, or anything like that. We basically kind of keep it technical stuff, or just things that we're doing here and there. But that's the Radio Junkie Discord. Jason's put it up there too. So those are the invite. You invite link to Radio Junkie Discord. We're hoping here before long, if the United States Postal Service will get their act together and get Jason's HF antenna to him, which has been almost a week now that he's been waiting on it. Hopefully you'll get it Monday, Jason. I don't know why the mail's been so slow, but hopefully you'll get your HF antenna Monday, and then we'll get together and I'll go over with you how everything is set up with it, with the 857D. So Jason's gonna be, he just got his general not too long ago, and he's gonna be operating HF, and hopefully we get him going and he can do some live streams operating with his 857D. And the 857D I know has got a good home now, so I know you'll enjoy it. Hopefully we can get you up and running. This is awesome, guys, and this is the first for the Radio Junkie channel. We've got, at one time, it looked like we had 18 viewers. We got 13 viewers now. It kind of, I watched this thing. 18 viewers here just a few minutes ago, and that's awesome. I really do appreciate it. I normally don't do live streams this long. Normally I usually do about an hour live stream, but since band conditions were so bad today, and we hop back and forth. We've done FT8 and we're doing HF voice now. I've extended it a little bit, so I'm probably gonna, since we worked this France station, I think we're gonna end it here on a good note. Any of you guys that's attended like into FET, and I know some of you guys have gone to Hamvention, which I wish I could have went to Dayton. I just don't have the time or the resources to do it, but hopefully one day we'll definitely get chance to go to Dayton, to Hamvention one day, and Hamcation in Orlando. I will, plans for this year, again, I'll be attending, and I normally attend that Hamfest. I've done it twice now. I will be attending the Coleman Hamfest, and I'll probably upload a video of it, or I may do a live stream from there. I know one of the, and then I'll pretty sure I'll be back at Huntsville this year for the Huntsville Hamfest. So those two, I will be there for those. And again, we'll do field day. I did field day with I think it was the Arab Amateur Radio Club, and we'll probably do field day again this year, but I just don't know who or where we'll do it with. But I plan to operate field day this year, and not just video and upload a video of field day operations. I plan on operating, so that will come up here in June. So those are little things that we have going on here on the Radio Junkie channel, and we'll end it on a good note with this contact from France. And I appreciate all you guys being here, man. It's seeing new people on here, downtime into FET, and Oh yeah, and check his channel out, Into FET. He's got some good stuff going on over there. Ham Radio Passport to the World. Appreciate you being here, and all my regulars. Chris that came over, KC3PIB that's joined us. All you guys, I appreciate all of you being here. We do this every weekend if possible, and I'll see you guys again next Saturday for some HF fun, and we'll go from there. And again, too, if you guys have uh, a YouTube channel and you want to promote it on here, I have no problem at all. You just let me know or one of the mods know, and we'll put your channel in the chat. That way, we can send some people your way and get your sub numbers built up and get you some exposure. So even though I don't have very many subs, but we help out small channels wherever we can, because that's what I say, that we're all a brotherhood, sisterhood here, and we help each other out. So guys, take care. 73. This is the Radio Junkie, and I am out of here. Let's see. Okay, Into FET. Hold on. I would like to promote it, please. Okay, Into FET. Hold on, guys. We'll get you. Let's see here. Before we go, we're gonna get Into FET's ham radio channel. I got you. Let me find you on here. I'm gonna find you, and what I'm gonna do is just hold on. Let me find you here. All right, Into FET. Okay, that link right there is Into FET's YouTube channel. If you click on that link in the chat, we'll take you to his YouTube channel, and please check him out. He does live streams and videos, and we'll when I do some YouTube promotions again Into FET, I'll make sure when I do another video on that, I'll pull you up and show you on the video. I think we may have already done it on one YouTube video that we did where we showed Into FET's channel, but there's the link right there. If you would go over there and check him out, and he does live streams doing HF. All right, guys, I appreciate all of you being here. Again, like I said, we'll be here again next Saturday, and hopefully the bands will be in better shape. We'll see. A lot of times we start out on 10 meters here, and things are normally hopping, but maybe things will shape up for us the next go around. So I'm going to throw you guys over to the credit screen, and 73's for now. It's the Radio Junkie. I appreciate all of you being here. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'm out of here.